various people that I work with are also based out here, and I just, I always love coming to the Bay Area because there's zero evidence to suggest voter fraud on that kind of scale. Voter fraud does exist, but on a national election like this, it might be just a handful, a couple of dozen nationwide. And election officials are working very hard, Republicans and Democrats, to find it, and they prosecute it when they find it. This was a really well-run election, all the more remarkable given that the election officials of this country were under tremendous scrutiny. We have to remember these issues were coming back as far back as August and maybe even before, where people were questioning the integrity of the election that was going to happen. We've got such an extensive set of research that indicates that Americans are really trustworthy when it comes to their democracy. They take this very seriously, and the penalties that are already out there are clearly sufficient. Why would anyone risk multiple years in prison and a fine to cast one ballot in an election where 140 million ballots are going to be cast? The president's attorney did say that there was no fraud in arguing against the Jill Stein recount effort in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. I think that's one of the things that raises questions about whether this is designed for partisan gain or it really is about the integrity of the elections. One problem we don't have in the United States is that too many people are participating in elections. I mean, we are seeing declining turnout, particularly in non-presidential elections, low turnout in local elections and primaries. And I do worry, and I think a lot of others, again, people across the political spectrum, that unsubstantiated claims that there are problems with the election system will lead people to say, what's the point? Does my vote count?